Welcome back to Bronze League Heroes. Your Terran player in the top left. With the depot into not building SCVs, Dislikeman. With the double depot start, okay. And in the bottom right, it's none other than MrTinkleTown. So, quite a showdown we have today between these two titans of StarCraft. MrTinkleTown opting to get a structure that can produce units pretty quickly, but Dislikeman is not far behind. He opens up the depot, then closes the depot. We could just commentate this all day. Another barracks going to be on the opposite side of the base because of zoning restrictions. We'll have to see. It's not lost and found. We're on Acid Plan. And if these players were not the beautiful heroes they are, I would say, like, Acid Plant is a larger map, and you can use drops to go in and out of the main, maybe threaten a third base. The rush distance is pretty long, but these are heroes. So. We do have something resembling a one-gate expand out of MrTinkleTown. He's gonna... Everybody knows, if you try to mine with over 16 probes on a single mineral line, the probes will spontaneously implode because because it's not allowed. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay. That was close. Maybe he's found the technology to get around that. I'm not sure. More racks coming up from Dislikeman, and he's actually throwing out a scout. A Nexus there. He's going to find his way all the way into the main. And we were it was going so well. We had a Cyber Core, a Gateway, a Nexus, but there's the Forge. The Cyber Core and the Gateway are for aesthetics only, as we do not have Warp Gate, a Stalker, an Adept, anything. It was really just a roundabout way of making sure you could get cannons. Dislikeman, he's looking all around, very diligent. He knows that like-minded players, like himself, potentially could be taking a base out on the map, but I think he's rethought it. We've got an interesting choice. +1 shields being chrono boosted. A bold move. At the same time as a bunker begins. Conveniently for MrTinkleTown, he scouted it. Inconveniently, he has no units, which is really going to make it difficult to deal with the Marines coming across the map. The probe will look at the bunker disapprovingly, but there's not much he can do to stop its construction. It's done. A Stalker's on the way. The probes are pulled. The Marines are on the way across. They're just a few seconds out. He's on the chase for the SCV. Here come the Marines. The SCV, a handful of probes, but the Marines start gunning them down. They'll be forced to retreat, and they don't even have their shield upgrade. The cannon's a little bit late here. He can start chopping through. A single Stalker coming out. Dislikeman has... Oh, he's building an expansion at home, but it's all about this attack. This aggression here. Stalkers, all the probes pulled off the line. Essentially every single probe. A couple more gunned down at the natural. He's building another Stalker. The pylon going to be taken out. But can MrTinkleTown hold the line before the Nexus falls? He's going to try to go up the ramp. The probe's there. He's trying to intercept him on the ramp there. Gets a full surround. The probes will begin tasing their way through. He's going to lose many of them, but the Marines will be dealt with for now. More Marines coming up. He steps into the fray, trying to micro back. The probes once again get the wraparound. And probes the real MVPs. Two pylons at the front. The bunker more of an outpost. than any sort of defensive structure. And when you have 4 barracks at home, what else to do but proxy a barracks on the opposite side of the map as well for just that little bit of quicker reinforcement. The rally points are inside the base, but eventually everything makes its way across. +1 shields has completed, and that is the only upgrade that also affects buildings, including cannons as well. Will that become a factor? I have no idea. Well, but a zealot and a stalker. More probes. He's done it before, he'll do it again. He's had a taste. The probes have had a taste of blood, and they want more. Stalker trying to be targeted. Many more Marines coming up. A shield battery is the choice. A cannon next to it. But here come more Marines. The probe's off the line. The zealot chops through a single Marine. There's a bunker at the back. The shield battery is only halfway done. There's a single stalker. It has 5 kills. It looks like it's about to be gunned down. Not quite. The probes will body block. The shield battery's nearly done, but the pylon's under fire. Another round of Marines makes their way through. Another stalker's on the way. This shield battery will still be powered. The pylon is targeted. The shields are restored on the stalker. All the probes are pulled. He rebuilds the pylon. The stalker holding for now. Another stalker about to complete. Microing back. The stutter step is incredible. The stalker targeted down. He can retreat all the way to the bunker. 14 probes. 13, 12, 11. He has less than he started with. But the cannon is up. The shield battery is up. The probes will be able to go back in mine. He does have Warp Gate, by the way. Another bunker on the way. Saucy, says MrTinkleTown. He didn't quite drown in the saucy place, but he's not in great shape right now. He is building a couple probes at a time. What? But I'm nude. Didn't need to know. Didn't need to know that. But the stalker's beginning to micro. The shield battery doesn't have that much energy. Unloads the bunker as well. But the cannon doing a lot of damage. He's not quite target firing anything. The shield battery keeps recharging just ever so slightly. Every point of shields that can restore it is. But the bunker's being targeted. There's a group of Marines in the main. Dislikeman not reinforcing. He's microing against the bunker, which doesn't do too much. But that one Marine trying its best, but not trying hard enough. MrTinkleTown will stabilize. And now he has what else to do but expand again? A tech lab is on the way at home. You good, says Dislikeman. But the barracks lands in the main. My build questionable with proper punctuation. I'm a Zerg, says Dislikeman, and he plays like it even with Terran. With the Marine Rush. You know these are true heroes that they're having a friendly conversation 8.5 minutes into the match. A true Terran. Oh no. MrTinkleTown, a bit slow on the critical thinking. Combat shield only today. The stalkers making their way across. Marines, these could do a... Well, there is a cannon in the main. He did make a cannon in the main mineral eye. So an alternative tank. Does he have any other upgrade? It's just the +1 shields. That's a lot of Marines. Combat shield's a good choice. Stim will just damage your units. Combat shields gives them more HP. Oh, is he gonna micro the stalkers? A probe comes up. It wants to place a pylon. He's gonna build a reactor in the main base of his opponent. He's really upping that backdoor production. I like how much he doesn't seem to care. Oh, the vision! He sees it! But did he notice? Yes, the stalkers are on the way back home. He's like, oh, wait a second here. Surprise! There's a barracks in my base. But combat shields is done, but the Marines aren't going to do much damage. The probes are pulled again! Okay, that's just unnecessary. But will we get the Stalker? Yes! The Marines will pop out in, honestly, well, now trapped in a prison of their own design. Oh no! Down they go. Put the pylon at the front. Oh, he's gonna move his way across the map. There's cannons, shield batteries.
Now
Thank
I have
you.
your attention.
Is there gonna be enough? The third base, he's walking all the way around. That is 46 Marines against 7 Stalkers in 1 sentry, as well as several cannons and shield batteries. So, the brute force mentality could be quite effective. The Marines start to unload on the Nexus. It won't stand much longer. Only 20 workers for Dislikeman. He's gotten what he came here for. And he's gonna back off.
Oh, good. Now I have your attention.
Ribbit.
Thank you, an actual frog. The Marines join up. +1 attack is on the way. So is Stimpack, which could be very dangerous for him. It could be dangerous for both sides, to be honest. +1 shield, still the only upgrade, but +1 attack is on the way. A couple probes, always a couple probes, waiting for blood. For the potential to kill Marines. That's a very dead pylon and probe. Another Nexus gonna be bopped. Or is it? Here come the Stalkers. It's quite a Marine ball rolling around the map. He now has 59 Marines. And that's it. That's all of his units. A Robo Bay is on the way. Colossi or Disruptors. Either could be a deadly choice. Stim. Nearly complete. The TPM raises. 5 turrets on the way. He's spent his money. He does have orbital command, so I'm not sure he knows what they do. Beautiful force fields. Allowing the Stalkers to retreat. The shield batteries will have to drain some of their energy, but it comes back pretty quick. Stim is done. He stims! He stims again! The force fields! He stims again! The shield batteries are holding! No! The stim pack! The double-edged sword! He stims again! And the probes come out to finish the job. This is crazy! LOL, Dislikeman probably not laughing out loud. Maybe a slight chuckle in defeat. Now 2 Disruptors are on the way, but the plans have already been heavily disrupted. I'm not from here. Does MrTinkleTown? He's on his way across the map, and there are a grand total. Well, there's 3 Marauders. He's building 4 at a time. But it seems that the overabundance of Stimpack has been had a deadly effect on the Terran army. Pylon on its way forward. Let's see these disruptor shots here. Shots fired! Direct hit! He's being almost overly cautious. He's definitely been in a position where, as he walks in, There's not just 2 bunkers and 3 marauders, but 4 or 5 siege tanks. You can see the fear in this Protoss' eyes. Little does he know, he's up by 50 supply. And up against only marauders. There's a planetary fortress on the way at the 3rd. A surprising amount of expansions for these players. Marauders are going to try to come up, but they're playing with fire. He stims. Gets the disruptor. The other disruptor fires a shot. Wow, beautiful dodge. But is it enough? He's drawing him back towards the bunkers. He could get the Ruptor. The targeting is there. Oh! He's tearing through! But is there enough? The Immortal... Oh, our Colossus walks in! From stage left. It was almost enough, but Dislikeman was a little bit too far behind. MrTinkleTown, so well, that's just not very nice. I'm lags. Oh, Dislikeman. Come on. No, brain. I'm on straight.
Oh,
wait a second.
Now I have your attention.
The last stand of Dislikeman. The disruptors fly through. We're waiting, MrTinkleTown. I think it's time. He's having some fun with it. I mean, just whipping them out there. I guess that's one way to kill a planetary fortress. Another one, and then there go the zealots. A single liberator shows up. A siege tank as well. But the cannons work their way forward. Alright, MrTinkleTown. You've made your point. You've made your point! Oh my god. The liberator goes out for some counter harass. The disruptors bash through. You win. Nice play. GG! And MrTinkleTown, we'll take it. And what was not a sure thing from the very start, the probes called upon again and again and again to drive back the Terran forces of Dislikeman. But MrTinkleTown eventually trickles his way towards a victory.